Hi, welcome to this video. Today we're going to talk about unlocking your pelvis and your lower back. So many times I have people asking me when they're in severe acute lower back pain, especially when the psoas muscles engage. It's that long muscle that connects our hips to our lumbar spine that often goes into contraction from sitting too much or when we throw our back out. I'm going to go through some breathing and stretches that are really good for that area for releasing and unlocking this discomfort, and it does help build on the chiropractic adjustment when you get things aligned. This stretching is going to allow for the body to be able to release those muscles that are really tight and keep that healing process going in between adjustments. So first thing we're going to start with is we're going to take our feet in about shoulder width apart, and we're going to turn our feet outward a little bit, and everything we're doing is we're planting our energy and our stature into the ground. So all these poses are very strong, so we're going to begin to kind of push our feet into the ground as we're squatting down. We're going to keep a really strong core, and we're going to be squatting as comfortable as we are, and we're going to feel that strength and power in our legs. We're going to take a couple breaths here. We're going to feel our leg muscles really activate here, because a lot of the time our leg muscles get turned off when our lower back is activated, so we want to wake them up. A couple breaths. We're going to push up. Now we're going to take a little wider stance. We're going to do this again. Shoulders back. Put my thumbs back to help my shoulders come back. This time we're going to start to slowly, keeping our body pushing downward, we're going to start to bend our knee in and turn our body to the side. And all of this is we're pushing everything down into the ground, feeling really strong in our legs. We're going to take nice deep breathing. We're going to pull. Now we're going to be pushing down into the ground and pulling with our arms up. We're going to stretch our spine by pushing with our legs, pulling with our arms. And we can start to arch back a bit if we feel okay with it, bringing our shoulders wide, getting some extension there. Good. And then we're going to come back into this pose, feeling strong. You can rest here with your arms if you feel like you need to. This is hard work, so you're definitely going to feel your legs engaging. If you want to rest, you can do that. And we're going to also go to the other way, the other side. So we're going to begin with our squat, feeling strong. We're going to rotate, keeping our hips in the same spot. Pushing really strong and hard with our legs. We're really strong in our bottom and in our core. We're going to pull up, extend back, shoulders wide, opening the chest and the heart, and come back to rest. All of this needs nice deep breathing, and when you do that, you're telling your body you can relax but stay strong in your muscles at the same time. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to come down to the ground, and we're going to start in child's pose. So we're going to get there. If we're even in a lot of pain, we're going to take our time getting into this pose. We're going to walk outward with what we're comfortable doing. We're going to be breathing deeply the whole time. The breath is, I can't emphasize enough, breathing helps oxygenate those tissues, which is going to cause healing. And we're going to keep breathing and stretching. And every time we go further, we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to go with our spine, with what our spine wants to do and unlock. We're going to feel our joints and our muscles unlocking as we do this, as we breathe. feel all that unlocking. We're gonna walk our fingers up when we're ready. And you guys take however long you want to do with this. I say longer the better. If you can stretch this out, each stretch and do it for a good amount of time. I'm rushing this a little bit for the video, but to do these things, give yourself time to really feel in and breathe into all the stretches. It's going to really, really help activate that healing. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come down to what some people call a cobra pose, or we'll start laying flat on our tummy. So flat on our tummy. Sometimes this is all you can do with those psoas muscles, they're so tight. But you want to focus on getting your front of your hip flexors on the floor. And when you can do that, then you're going to start again breathing. Feel your tummy pushing into the floor. We're just going to breathe real deep, and then we're going to slowly raise vertebra by vertebra. Really breathe into each segment. And you can take 5 minutes here and then work your way up as you feel things release. And 5 minutes here. And if you can go a little higher, 5 minutes here. And just rest. Take your time. I've done this for 30 to 40 minutes on days I've really locked my back up. But once again, that breathing is super key. If you feel like you have the flexibility to do this, or at least try, coming down, bringing your legs up here, grabbing your ankles, and getting a good stretch with the front of your quads here. And again, you're going to feel this in the front of your hip flexors where those psoas are activated. And if you feel good about it, you can start to pull your legs up and pull with your arms, pushing the front of your pelvis into the ground and breathing. Keeping pulling up, up, up if you can. And breathing, squeezing those glutes. That's how you're gonna pull up, is by squeezing your glutes. If all you can get is to grabbing your legs, this is wonderful. You don't have to go up as high as I did, but if you can grab your legs and squeeze your glutes, you are going to be able to unlock some of that that's pulling you in your pelvis. So those are some of the best ways I know of to unlock your hip flexors and unlock your lower back if it's really, really tense and tight. Again, I like to do what's called the cow cat or camel cat or whatever, but we're arching and we're rounding and arching and rounding. You might get here and it might not feel so great. You're gonna hold it and breathe through it. Wherever you feel it stick, just breathe through it. Good. And there are some of the stretches I highly recommend for if you're feeling really locked and stuck. Key things are really, really to hold and be pushing hard with your stances and in your core, flexing it, contracting all those muscles, engaging them. That's going to take some of the load off of your back, and it's going to re-educate your body into holding a strong core. And then breathing. Doing that oxygenation is critical for healing. Our muscles run off the fuel of oxygen. If we are shallow breathing and we're panicking because we're hurt, that actually steals away from our healing ability. So the deeper we can breathe, the more we're going to activate our relaxation nervous system, which is where we heal. And so I encourage you to keep breathing, keep stretching, and hang in there, because healing isn't linear. It can be ups and downs, and these stretches can help you in between your adjustments and keep the healing going. And this is something that you can empower yourself with to keep yourself loose. So have a blessed day, and I hope this helps.